Well, this is it. Today is the big day. Dearly beloved, we are gathered today to celebrate the special love and union between Amber Julia Halkovich and Nicholas Rukavina.
Love, I have found my home, and your love is all I've truly known.
Love is patient, love is kind, love is not easily angered, it is not selfish, it always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. As Amber saw in a passage, love is a healer, love is a friend, love is a protector. Love isn't easy, it's a challenge, but when it's good, it's a treasure.
Here's to you, my lovely one. This is how I've come to know my
When we first started dating about 5 to 6 months in, I planned a road trip for us to the States. That night we went out in the town in Provincetown. We stumbled into a private restaurant grand opening, and probably by Amber's guidance, we sat ourselves down at a table on the patio and acted like we fit in. We made friends with an older woman named Linda. She was out with her girlfriends, and as the night went along, we got to know this lady more and more. She seemed very intrigued by our relationship. Later in the evening, Amber went to the washroom, and this lady, who I had met literally 3 hours ago, grabbed my arm and said, "You need to marry that one." I'm sure I laughed awkwardly and said something along the lines of, "Yeah, she's pretty great." And the lady looked at me again, stared me in the eyes, and said, "No, this is the person you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life." At this point, I'm just curious how she could be thinking that. I've been falling in love with this girl for the last couple months, and I want to know what this lady, who I met 3 hours ago, knows or sees. I was thinking she was going to say something along the lines like she's beautiful, intelligent, easygoing, funny, has a great butt, but she said none of those things. She smiled at me and said, "I don't need to know anything about her or you to see and know how perfect you two are together." I remember that moment often. It reminds me that not only did I find my wife, but I also found a partner and a best friend.
I can hear you. Oh my goodness. You look amazing. Babe, that's really nice. Give me a little spin.
I have found my home. I can sing my song now that I'm with you. Love, I have found my home. I can sing my song now that I'm with you. Love, I have found my home. I can sing my song now that I'm with you.
Together you are better than when you were apart. Together you have built a life full of friendships and adventure. Together you've started a life that you are now publicly declaring is a life you want to continue to grow, because it is far greater than the life you as individuals could know, which is what marriage is about.
For those of you who don't know, I was actually the first girl that Niko ever brought home to meet his family. Thankfully, giving them absolutely no one to compare me to. In hindsight, I realized this was probably why the Rukavinas treated me like I was the Wayne Gretzky of girlfriends for a while. Which I must say, I soaked up and relished in for as long as I could. Then, of course, I pulled out the Rasputin and the high kicks in the cottage dining room one Thanksgiving, and the rest you could say is history.
It's all or nothing here with you. I'm so sure we're on to something. Run into the night, you and me, looking up, and now we see.
What a perfect day to celebrate this amazing couple on New Year's Eve. Woo! Double the party.
the last bit just for that.
Open door, a new beginning leads us on to something more. It's never ending. In the doubt, in the rain, in the hesitation. Here with you, I have faith. We're gonna make it. Run into the night. You and me, looking up, and now we see the world that waits to be discovered. Every moment filled with wonder. Oh, we know what we were meant for. This great adventure. This great adventure. Silent prayers, open sky.
When I look back to that first week of Teachers College, when I texted my sister and I told her that I found the guy I was going to marry, I knew that a piece of my heart recognized yours. Which was quick, considering at that point I really only knew you as the guy that Slen and Morgan stole potatoes with from Smoke's Poutine.